But the government shutdown countdown is on. The federal government facing a deadline tomorrow at midnight. Hanging in the balance, the jobs of thousands of federal workers across the DMV.
At this hour, President Trump and congressional leaders are meeting at the White House. Tom Fitzgerald is live on the Hill right now with more on any potential breakthroughs. We have been to this point so many times, Fitz.
Deja vu all over again, Jim. Look, it's just after 5 o'clock. House leaders of the Republican side just emerged from the White House. There appears to be no deal in place right now, so that countdown clock, it keeps ticking. The president had just canceled a meeting late last week, but that deadline has been firm. Midnight tomorrow, and there's a growing feeling amongst Capitol Hill watchers here that this shutdown may be inevitable. So what is this all about? Well, the funding that keeps the government open, these continuing resolutions, that expires on October 1st. Now, you know, Republicans have the majorities in both the Senate and the House of Representatives, but they do not have enough votes in the Senate to pass a continuing resolution on their own without any Democratic votes. There's not a big enough majority for that to happen right now. So moving forward, Democrats say if they are going to negotiate over this, health care, those education cuts, and the so-called big, beautiful bill, those are all going to be on the table. However, for now, the finger-pointing continues.
Now they come in here saying that if you don't give us everything that we want, we're going to shut down the government. We think that's preposterous. We think it's totally unacceptable, and we think the American people are going to suffer because these guys won't do the right thing.
We're willing to negotiate. President Trump told the House, don't even deal with the Democrats in coming up with a proposal. We put an alternative on the table.
Now, furloughs of government employees during shutdowns, they're nothing new. But one thing under consideration right now by the Trump administration is very new and very unprecedented. The Office of Personnel Management is suggesting that they could not just only furlough but outright fire thousands of government employees if there was a lapse in the fundings of their programs. This would affect heavily many of the federal employees in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. As for folks here at the Capitol today, many told Fox 5 that they hope in these waning hours a compromise can be reached.
It's too big. It's, there's just too much at stake. They have to come together.
They're the ones who can determine whether or not the government continues or not. So the shutdown is on them.
This is something we've never seen before, the idea that they are taking the lack of funding as a lapse in the program itself.